The skills I'd acquired from studying at Birkbeck came in handy while I was acting up, because a lot of the tasks involved communicating with everyone in the office and with various outside agencies, and I had to, organisation and time management was a big part of that role, and both those things were skills that I had developed given over the 3 years of studying I'd already done.
I think if I hadn't been to Birkbeck and hadn't studied for my degree, I wouldn't have been able to do the job the way I have been able to do it. Becoming an actuary, there's lots of statistics involved, it's very mathematical, and there's certain modules in particular. There was applied stats and quant methods that I think really, without them, I wouldn't have been able to do the job that I am doing, because they would have been talking about copulars and distributions and I wouldn't have understood what they were talking about. So because of that, I was able to engage in the work that I was doing, so it meant I learnt more. And then also because I just think at Birkbeck it gave me more context in what I was doing. So I knew I was working at the regulator, but I found studying at Birkbeck, I was able to learn more about the financial market as a whole, how investment banks worked, how the regulators worked, how the Bank of England came into it, and how all the pieces came together. So I understood not just what I was doing in my one little department, but I knew how it fitted into the grander scheme of things.
While studying at Birkbeck, I definitely feel my professional performance has definitely improved because I'm more active, very much more focused, driven. When there's challenges in terms of having to meet a client's deadline, I'm kind of used to that because I had to meet deadlines when it came to coursework and exams anyway. So I think the transition of being at Birkbeck and suddenly going into the workforce has helped me, really well.
And in terms of what I've learned, particularly at Birkbeck, yes, I did learn a lot of things that are applicable in my course. There were some internal training that I went through, and most of which I've actually done in Birkbeck.